Hey guys, I hope you're having a wonderful one. Thank you for coming back to the channel, and this is going to be a little bit of a different video, kind of. I just want to show you guys around the office. I get a lot of questions over on Twitch about what's behind me, what's behind the face cam. What's that TIE fighter? What's this? What's that? And what kind of equipment do you use? And this, that, and the other thing. So I figured I'd just walk you guys through the office over here on YouTube because I can't answer those questions directly like I can over on Twitch. So let's go ahead. We'll start off with the boring stuff and we'll work our way around the room. So right here as we walk in, we've got the Black Knight sign. That way he can bite the bloody kneecaps off of any intruders whenever I'm trying to record something or stream something or do anything, essentially. And we'll go ahead and swap over to the boring side of the room. This is the wife's wall. She has not done too much with it. I allowed her to have one wall in the office, and right now we just have her computer and she's got a pile of random stuff along with a blanket. But I did build her a pretty nice computer. Let me go ahead and turn this bad boy on real quick. So I can do that here. It's got a 6700K processor, GTX 1070, and all that kind of wonderful stuff. She absolutely adores that PC, and I adore it too. I kind of want it. But yeah, I know that she's planning on probably getting some posters and stuff to put up on this blank wall here. So there is my embarrassing pile of soundproofing material that I've been wanting to put on this wall here. That's been sitting there for about 2 months, along with some Smuggler's Bounty empty boxes and my dad's computer that I have yet to fix. Printer that never gets used, that more is used as a light stand for the LED panel that I use for the lighting and stuff. Then below that, we've got my PC. I adore this thing. It is, I've renamed it Lucas. It used to be named Stormageddon, Dark Lord of All, for all of you Doctor Who fans out there. But it is now known as Lucas. Sometimes it does wonderful things, sometimes it doesn't. Go ahead and pop off the side panel here so you guys can see it a little bit better. Let me get down low too. You guys can see inside. It's a GTX 980. It's an older card, older video card. We've got, what is it, an i7 5930K hexa-core processor, 12 thread. I absolutely adore this thing, 32 gigabytes of RAM. But we're still having USB issues with it, unfortunately. I don't know how to fix it. I might end up just replacing the motherboard and see whether or not that fixes it. Can I do it? Maybe. I love this case. It's a Corsair 780T, but it's not having much of it, unfortunately. Anyhow, let's see here. I've got my mess of cords and random crap. Xbox controller. These are my music listening headphones. They're just some skull candies. They just have a little bit more bass than my gaming headphones, which are Logitech G35s. Yeah, G35s that are amazing, but they're starting to get like cracks and stuff. Let me see what I can show you guys. Like that is not supposed to look like that. That's supposed to be plain plastic. They've gotten stepped on and cracked and all that kind of crap, unfortunately. A phone, 2 monitors. Another LED panel. My keyboard is a Corsair K95, I think, or something like that. Mouse is a Logitech G700S. Let's see here. The monitors are just 2 TVs, one 42-inch 1080p TV, and that's a 48-inch. On the 48-inch there, you got Eva, who is a wonderful SWTOR streamer. If you ever go on Twitch, go ahead and check her out. She does amazing content. She streams almost every day. She is phenomenal. Let's see here. I've got junky USB stuff that I use for... actually, I've been working on building my dad another computer because I haven't been able to fix that one right there. So that's almost done. I'm just waiting for a new update. driver update disk, basically, because I can't get the Ethernet to work without the new drivers, and unfortunately the motherboard didn't ship with one for some reason. So yeah, you can't get on the internet to download drivers without an Ethernet driver. Oh well. A lot of people ask about what the chair is that I'm in. Let me get this in a better frame here. Chair is a Maxnomic Commander 3. And it was like $450, $500, something like that. It's a phenomenal chair. It's one of those kind of cringy gaming racing chairs, but it's actually really comfortable and it supports me pretty well. It's got tons of different articulation and stuff. Like, you can slide the arms back and forth, you can raise them, lower them, twist them, do whatever you need to do. You got like one adjustable lumbar support. That pillow is incredibly comfortable, especially when I'm gaming over on Twitch for 6 to 8 hours on Sundays and all that kind of stuff. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't talk about my mic. I love this mic, even if some programs absolutely hate it. It's a Blue Yeti. Yeah, Blue Yeti mic, that's all it's called. Blue is the name of the manufacturer. The company. Yeti is the model name, and it's phenomenal for a USB mic with no interface or anything. Like, you don't need to plug it into an XLR input. I cannot recommend this enough if you plan on getting into content creation. It's a phenomenal mic. It doesn't really like Skype for some reason with me, but whatever. Skype doesn't like too many things. Here's the ever-growing pop collection. We've got a couple Smuggler's Bounty exclusives like Luke with Landspeeder and the Han. We've got, oh, I know a lot of people ask about this, the Ultra Saber that I have. I can't remember the make of this, and I don't think it's charged, is it? It is charged. That's the reason why you get a blade plug, kids, because that's how bright that is without a plug. Shutting that off. See how it's got a plug in there? That's how bright that LED is. That's why you get that. I can't remember what the model of that Ultra Saber is, but it was like $500 because Ultra Sabers does kind of nickel and dime you. I like them the most out of all the custom saber companies that I've tried, but that's definitely probably the most expensive thing in my Star Wars-y collection. I got a drawing that my little sister gave me for Valentine's Day. That is actually an exclusive hollow signed, only like 150 of them, out of the Prelude to Rebellion series from Legends. A friend of mine gave that to me. It's an amazing book. I don't even know what it's worth, but I don't care. It's amazing. I mean, it's even signed by one of the artists or one of the writers, I think. I'm not quite sure who, but it's phenomenal. The posters that I've got are actually out of the propaganda book from Pablo Hidalgo, the canonized quote-unquote source book, which was a phenomenal book, but I love these posters. Had to kind of cut them down to get them to fit into these frames that I got off of Amazon, but they work. Let's see here. Then we've got Wanda the Wampa, who has decided to, let me get down here, who has decided to take revenge on all these off-worlders that cut off her uncle's arm 30 years ago. When the First Order comes to Hoth, she jacks a TIE fighter and takes revenge. At least that's my headcanon, and until it is disproven, that's a thing. I actually got Wanda out of a Smuggler's Bounty box too. The same Smuggler's Bounty box we got Han there out of. We've got a Power of the Force 2 TIE fighter. We've got a box of the X-Wing miniatures back there that has been living there for far too long, and I haven't even touched it, unfortunately. That's just a die-cast Millennium Falcon. We've got a couple Black Series 6-inch figures that should be in there, but they're not, because I like Wanda the Wampa being in there. I've got the U-Wing that I picked up that you guys might have seen on Twitter about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Let's see, we've got a few posters over here on the wall. This Nema Outpost poster, I think it came out of like some like $3, like a dollar store like activity book, like children's activity book or something. I think I was flipping through the book just for funsies and I saw this poster and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll take that. This one right here is phenomenal. I love this poster. You got this one off of Redbubble. A little bit pricey for posters, but I mean, they're really nice print. Like, they're super like smooth matte prints and stuff like that. Like, they don't really reflect the light so much. This one here is a Stargate in the Van Gogh fashion, again from Redbubble. Right here is, that actually came from that Power of the Force tie down there. It came in the box. I think the X-Wing and all the vehicles actually came with that kind of blueprint thing. And because I opened it and I'm like, you know what, that looks good on a wall, I'll put that there. We've got my exclusive from the Rogue One premiere, which was awesome. Not the Rogue One premiere in LA or anything, but exclusive popcorn bucket thing that's just kind of filled with crap. I've got a couple papercraft tanks and stuff. I've got a friend of mine that's super big into wargaming and tabletop gaming and stuff. And he made those for me, actually, which are awesome. I don't even remember what the name of the game system is, but I love these so much. He actually made all these by hand. Like, he just printed them out and then cut them out and then glued them all together. And the lighting's kind of crap for you guys, but it's, like, for being handmade, they're phenomenal. Then the biggest embarrassment is my pile of random Star Wars stuff. I still have yet to go out and just buy. You can actually see this right here is actually the shelf that this is supposed to be on. That's supposed to be in the bookcase, and I have yet to just get off my butt and go and pick up some pegs to be able to mount the shelf. So I just have stuff piled in there. I know, I'm a terrible, terrible person. Let's see here. This is pretty much my biggest love is... Man, the lighting is terrible. But those are some of the FX stuff from the Power of the Force 2. Almost all of this is Power of the Force 2 collection from like 96, 97, etc. They're not worth anything, but I still love them. I actually got this whole collection from a coworker of mine. He was looking to get rid of his whole collection that he was building in the 90s. And I estimated it at about $800, and he was willing to give me it for $600 for everything, which is awesome. That kind of kicked me off and back into collecting stuff. And now I'm pretty much just collecting modern stuff, but I think I got the Airspeeder from him. I got all of the Power of the Force carded figures that are on here from him. It's awesome. This is just one of the little die-cast U-Wings that I bought myself. Next shelf, we've got Vader's tie from A New Hope, which is actually phenomenal. Like, this is actually one of the few, like, kind of expensive-ish or valuable-ish Power of the Force 2 toys. I saw it on eBay that one without the missiles was like going for like $35, which is freaking phenomenal. Let's see here. Here's Rey versus Kylo in the Snow version 1, I think. I've got like 3 of them. You might have seen one actually over by the Ultra Saber over there. In between the 2 Funko Pops. If you guys can't tell, I'm kind of obsessed with that lightsaber fight. Let's see here. Here's where I've got like a ton of like my die-cast and Black Series titanium stuff. Slave 1, First Order tie, original trilogy tie, Rey versus Kylo again, along with the very first Star Wars Funko Pop that I ever got, actually, was that First Order Stormtrooper one. Let's see here. I accidentally bought 2. Oh no, I bought 2 Pose X-Wings. Whatever will I do? Got a little Luke's Land Speeder over there. Next shelf up, we've got a Millennium Falcon, and a Jyn, and a beautiful Princess Leia, a wonderful Ahsoka, an original trilogy X-Wing, an unboxed Finn Black Series. All the 6 inches, by the way, that you guys are seeing are all Black Series, just all from the modern stuff. And then before we go to the actual tippity top of the shelf, we'll talk about these posters over her. Down here is just a really nice minimalist painting of Rey and BB-8. Oh, excuse me. Just got done streaming, so my voice is getting tired. Again, from Redbubble, I think that was like $25. I think the smaller ones over here, the AT-ST Chasing R2 and the Van Gogh Stargate one were like $15 a piece for that size. Then we've got my exclusive poster that I got from GameStop for pre-ordering Battlefront. Actually a pretty phenomenal poster, and it's double-sided too. I just like this one for more. The other one's like kind of like a half cut of the Stormtrooper helmet. Kind of like that on the far right of the frame there. It's pretty nice, but I like this one a little bit more. It just fits a little bit more with the kind of um, half-assed color scheme that I've got going on here in the room. Now we'll go to the very tippity top here. See whether or not I can get the camera to work right. Change the view screen here. All right, so we've got a couple of 20-inch figures. We've got a Kylo Ren, a First Order Stormtrooper, and a Darth Vader. The sculpting, especially on like the Vader, is really good. And actually, now that I look at it like really up close, I think the First Order Stormtrooper probably looks the best when it comes to that. Got an A-wing up here. Got a T-16 Skyhopper. And then this is actually, you guys can see with the stickers coming off. I need to re-glue those. This is actually my most prized Star Wars collectible. That is my original Power of the Force 2, or Power of the Force, whatever series it was, X-Wing from my childhood. It was the very first Star Wars toy I ever got. Man, I need to re-glue stick these side stickers here. They just get roasted because of how high up they are in the room. They get super warm, so the glue just dies instantly. But that's actually my most prized possession when it comes to my Star Wars collection. A lot of people would think that, you know, it's the Ultra Saber because, you know, the Ultra Saber is $550 or whatever it is. But that X-Wing right there, that was the very first Star Wars toy I ever got, and it's the only Star Wars toy that has survived this entire journey. From 6 to 26, basically. From age 6 to age 26. So, I think that is about it for The Office. I don't think I really missed anything. Thank you guys. I hope that this was at least a little bit interesting for you guys. Oh, real quick, I do shoot on a Sony AX. Here, I'm going to be a bad person to actually look at it. Yeah, Sony AX 33, which is a 4K camcorder. Pretty decent. Got it for like $800 from Best Buy. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the equipment. That's the whole office. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys can go ahead and check me out over on Twitch, where I stream on Sundays and Wednesdays. You can also check me out over on Twitter, at SW Ramblings. I'll have both of those linked down in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. Let me know what your favorite collectible was, by the way. I've got that one. I don't even know if I'm pointing at it right, because I can't see the view screen. But that X-Wing is my most prized possession. I want to know what your guys' most prized possession is.